I'm one of those people that I like to kind of present this front, that I'm like, fuck you, you fucked with the wrong tranny. I'm not a wallflower, I'm not sensitive, and I don't know where that comes from, you know. Well, I do know where it comes from. It comes from sort of a frustration of being perceived as a victim all the time. The problem is, right, we're constantly portrayed as victims, which is negative and damaging. But also we are, you know, for no fault of our own, we often are victims of hate crime, of draconian laws, just a really kind of fucked up society. So it's annoying, and sometimes you kind of want to be like, no, like, I'm not a victim. Like, I'm actually, like, really strong and actually really kind of, like, got my shit together. And I'm actually really smart and actually, like, I can be just as acid-tongued and I can just be just as, like, nasty as you. There is an element of fronting to that. I think it's because, like, even allies, when they're trying to stick up for us, it still always comes down to this thing of, like, leave trans people alone, you know? They're one of the most vulnerable groups. And again, it's like, I'm not going to argue with that. Like, we kind of are. But also, it doesn't do a lot for your sort of mental health to think of yourself that way all the time. It's like, because on the one hand, it's like, yeah, we can be vulnerable. We can be at risk. But on the other side of the coin, we go through a lot, and we have a lot of resilience, actually, like a crazy amount. Like, some of the things that we achieve in our lives, despite, you know, the barriers that we have up against us, are incredible. Like, when you actually sit back and think about it, you're like, God, like, I did all that. That's why, like, it always is so funny to me when someone will criticize me online for, like, my appearance or my voice or my fringe or, like, someone will call me, like, a man, or they'll say, like, you're wearing a wig, or just any kind of, like, nasty shit like that. Anything that implies that I am failing at what I set out to do. Because that's what they love to do, you know, they love to dehumanize you, they like to delegitimize your identity. They think that by telling you that you're somehow failing at achieving, you know, womanhood, or like, oh, I've clocked you, or whatever, you know, you look like a man, or it's like, they think that that is some sort of huge own or something. But the truth is like, I'm happy with how I look. For the most part, I am. I look at myself in the mirror and I don't think, oh God, like, I'll never be, like, I look in the mirror and I think I'm exactly where I want to be. So often it's not me that has the problem. It's like everything around me. It's the outside world, like, pushing in on me and making me feel like shit.